Okay, here we go. This is Garrett. This video is called How Did Magic Johnson Do It? You see, when I was a teenager, I was growing up in Los Angeles, where Magic Johnson was the point guard for the Lakers, dominating the league, considered one of the greatest basketball players of all time, winning multiple championships. And you see, I was a Boston Celtics fan. So I wasn't happy that Magic was dominating the league and going on to win approximately 5 championships during his career. But something happened to him at the end of his career. There is a lot of talk that Magic Johnson used to hook up with lots of women. I mean, lots and lots and lots of women. And at the end of his career, he caught HIV and AIDS. He tried to play another season in the National Basketball Association, but the other basketball players were complaining about playing against him. They were afraid that they were going to catch HIV from him. So he retired. And what happened next is absolutely shocking. It's shocking enough to make a video about. Well, when you catch HIV and AIDS, we all know that this is a death sentence, that there's no cure, there's no hope outside of God doing an absolute miracle, and basically speaking, you're a dead man. You're going to die a hideous, terrible, painful death as your body completely falls apart, losing all your weight. Your body won't heal itself anymore, and you're going to end up laying in bed the last few months of your life in terrible pain, just like every other HIV and AIDS patient. But something strange happened with Magic Johnson. This never happened to him. Now, we have to understand, we're talking about the most famous basketball player in the world at that time. How did he survive HIV and AIDS? How is it he never got sick? How is it he never lost any weight? How is it his body repaired itself? How is it that the AIDS and HIV are gone? Now, what I'm about to tell you is pure speculation on my part. That means I'll be guessing. If you're thinking, Garrett, why would you make a video based on guesses? Because God has been speaking this to me for years now. For years, God has been telling me that Magic Johnson was so famous, so well loved all over the world, that he probably got hooked up with wealthy billionaires who had the cure to HIV and AIDS. And Magic, being a multi-millionaire, paid money for the cure. Now, if you're wondering, well, what do I mean by a cure? Well, HIV and AIDS were created in a laboratory. These were created by very evil people. I've studied this extensively, and it's well documented. I've studied the exact laboratories in the USA where AIDS and HIV were created. Then they released the AIDS and HIV virus in San Francisco and parts of New York and if I can remember correctly, possibly 1 or 2 other spots in the USA and the world. This is a man-made killer disease that Magic Johnson contracted from having sex outside of marriage with women. But Magic didn't die. He got the cure. And it's my belief and it's my guess, it's my educated guess, that extremely wealthy, powerful, famous people can also get the cure to AIDS and HIV. It's really strange because when you watch Magic Johnson on videos or YouTube or TV now, the topic of having HIV and AIDS is never brought up. It's taboo. It's hidden. It's hidden on purpose. No one will bring it up. No one will talk about it. Because this topic with Magic Johnson is off limits. You are not allowed to talk about it. So I want you to know that most diseases on earth are man-made. They're made in laboratories by people who hate God. They hate his son Jesus. They follow Satan and they worship Satan whether they know it or not, whether they do it publicly or not, whether they confess it or not. They're following Satan. They hate humanity. They hate population. They think the world is overpopulated and they want to wipe us out. This is documented in books, magazines, videos, movies, articles, all kinds of government documents. This is well documented that you can study on the internet really easily in 30 minutes. 30 minutes you can study the whole thing. So yeah, to wrap this up, Magic didn't get sick. He didn't lose weight. He didn't die. He's still alive decades later, doing really well in business, in his career, doing well financially. So I want you to know the truth about some of these topics here, because I think it's very important to know. Amen to that.